Here we go. Quiet on the set, action. In 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? 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 This is gonna be real important. I got something to say. It's your boy Cam, and I'm coming here live to you from my living room. You see the poster back there? What's it say? You can't read it because it's backwards, but you know what it said. It said, work while they sleep, learn while they party, and save while they spend, then live like they dream. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here. Earlier today, we went to a magical event. Get that focus on that camera. It says stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. We went and saw our boy E.T., Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, and when I say it was bomb, it was bomb. Anyways, there was a multitude of speakers. There was Inky Johnson. If you haven't listened to his story, man, it is magical. They had Jeremy Anderson. We also had David Shands. These are some powerful speakers, and David Shands had us write down some goals. And since we didn't have no service there, he wanted us to afterwards put our goals out to the world on Facebook, because anything that goes on Facebook is true, right? Okay. But just to put our goals out there, just to show you what I'm going to be working on. So instead of writing it down and just posting it in the words, I figured I'd bring it to you here in video form, because I like video. It's different. It's loud. And I can look on this 10 years later and see how crazy I was and how young I looked. I just wanted to have fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. This video is gonna be about my goals for the next 90 days. I'll also top off on some of my big goals that I wanna achieve as well. Starting off, there's a couple of categories. I have my goals broken down in different categories, right? From family / home, I have it in financial and career. I also have it broken down in mental and educational. Starting off with the family and the home, over the next 90 days, I just want to make sure that I have a complete focus on my family as well as my home. So starting off simple, we all used to do this. You should still be doing this. If you're not doing this, you're going to be doing this after this video, right? I'm a Marine, so I used to have to do this. And it's something simple as making the bed, starting the day off right, doing the first completed task as soon as I wake up. So I want to be able to make sure that I'm making my bed every single morning and not leaving it worse than when I left it. Also, if you know me, you know I don't live with my daughter full time, so I get her 50-50. So I want to make sure that I'm with her somehow, some way every single day. So I want to make sure that I'm FaceTiming her every single morning before she goes to school and every single night before she goes to bed. That way she knows that her daddy loves her. If you're watching this, I love you. Somebody else who kind of gets neglected every now and then is my 2 beautiful dogs. They don't get to enjoy it. So if you know my story also, we live in a high rise, so they don't have a yard to play in, so they don't really get to go outside much except for going to the bathroom. So I want to make sure that I'm walking my dogs daily so they can get their exercise in, so they can get their joints moving. Very important, by the way. This is probably one of the most important things on my list. It's my beautiful wife. I know, fellas, we think that they know that we love them, and then we don't have to tell them all the time, but trust me. If you take one thing from this whole video, it is right now. It is this one thing. I want to tell my wife I love her every single day. And not just say, I love you. Like, I want her to feel it in her bones. I want her to feel it through text, random text throughout the day. I want to show her affection every single day. Now, ladies, you can't show your man this video and think that he's just gonna start doing it. This is something that we have to come up on our own. Fellas, I challenge you. It's powerful. Just going that one extra step to show our ladies that we love them, because they have our backs and they held us down, and we wouldn't be where we're at without them. So tell them you love them. Lastly, my big goal for my family and home over this next 90 days, for Christmas, I want to take them on the beautiful 14-day trip to Denver, to a snow resort, so we can just relax, have some fun, ski, snow, all the fun stuff. I think I'm gonna do it. No, I know I'm gonna do it. And that will do it all for the family and home. I hope you keep me accountable. I want you to let me know randomly if I told my wife I loved her in a meaningful way. I want you to make sure that I'm making my bed. Mom, I know you're watching, text me. The next category is gonna be the mental and educational, the mind. Probably one of the most overlooked areas in our life is, if you know me as well, that you know I'm a big believer in having a positive mindset and growing the mind. I mean, shoot. Look at the library. Anyways, I want to try something out that I've been dipping in, but I want to make sure that I'm on it on a daily basis. And that is taking the time to be able to control the mind. And how we do that is through meditation. It's kind of hard to stay on track, but I want to make sure over these next 90 days that I'm doing it at least once a day for at least 3 minutes, that I'm being able to woosah, control the mind, control my emotions with meditation. It's not an easy task to learn. It's not an easy habit to create, but it's something that I'm going to create over these next 90 days. So I will meditate once every single day, at least for 3 minutes daily. Also, every single morning before I wake up, I'm not gonna check social media. I'm not gonna check my emails. I'm not gonna check any missed calls. The first thing I wanna be able to do besides meditation is write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. Because if I'm grateful, I can't be negative. I'm gonna write my major goals that I'm doing for the day, for the month, and for the year, as well as my life every single day, morning and night. I've always heard that's what all the successful people do, and I have yet done it on a consistent basis. And here's a good one. There's something else that ET threw out as well. To say my affirmations. I'm gonna create a list of affirmations, and I'm gonna say them every single day in front of the mirror. And I'm gonna record this all, by the way. I'm gonna have a whole documentation of this whole next 90 days, so that way people see me say it today. You see me say it today, you heard me say it today, and 90 days from now, I can say, yep, I did it. Or I can say, what the heck did I do wrong, and fix it and try to do it again. But I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna get it done. And then also for the mental and educational, I wanna read at least 10 minutes of any of one of my books or books that I'm gonna buy every single day just to feed the mind. But I'm gonna do it on specific knowledge on what I'm looking to do or accomplish that day, or one of my goals that I have that I'll let you know here shortly. Also, I wanna plan my days before the days happen, plan the weeks before the weeks happen, plan the months before the months happen, and plan the years before the years happen. That way I have a sense of direction on where I'm going. Lastly, but certainly not least, is gonna be the financial and career goals. Number one with the financials and career, I picked this up, ET has said it, is that how can I expect someone to pay me big money if I still owe someone else money? If I still have debt that I owe someone else, how can I take in big money? I'm not talking about the good debt, I'm talking about the bad debt, the credit card debt, the loans, all the stuff that I had in my past. So over these next 90 days, I want to pay off all of my bad debt. Number two, you know what's more important than throwaway ones in the strip club? Credit. I want to increase my credit score. Right now, I'm at a high 500s. I want to increase that sucker to at least a 625 and higher in the next 90 days. Number three, every Sunday, I want to sit down and take a look at our finances, review the bank account, review all the transactions that we've taken over the next week, so we won't make the same mistakes or the same financial mistakes every single week. And I think that's one thing that we do. I know this one thing that I've done is that, you know, we're not scared of a lot of things, but when it comes to logging into that bank account, when it comes to the we as humans are so scared to see a lower number than what we expected. But you gotta learn how to face your fears. You gotta learn how to fight through it. So we wanna review this every single Sunday. We wanna go through it line by line on what we spent and what we shouldn't have spent, and moving more money along to the side for investments and savings. Number four, over these next 90 days, I wanna make sure that we have more than 3 months of expenses in the savings. I wanna increase that savings account. So just in case, in a worst case scenario, we know that we're covered for at least 3 months before we're able to get back on our feet. What am I tripping? I almost forgot the most important category. Health is wealth. Okay, here's the thing. So for my health, I want to make sure that I'm in the best physical state possible, right? And for me to do that, I need to maintain my health. And E.T. mentioned a perfect example earlier today. And that was, how can you be successful in life if you can't hold your own weight? No weights, no curls, no barbells, just your weight. Push-ups, pull-ups, running. That's it. So every single day, I want to make sure that I'm maintaining my health by doing these couple of things. Number one, I want to make sure that I'm doing push-ups. I want to do at least 100 push-ups a day just to start off. At the minimum, 100 push-ups a day. I also want to run at least 1 mile a day. I want to do some type of sit-ups per day, but I don't want to do them on the floor. I want to find something that will allow me to do sit-ups but off the floor. If you have any suggestions, make sure you comment them down below. Also, if you don't know already, my wife's a vegan. I'm not vegan. But when I'm at home, I have to eat things that are vegan, which I have no problem. There's tons of alternatives, so I have no problem doing that. But when I'm not at home, I'm eating candy, I'm eating fast food, not good at all, right? Zero. Over these next 90 days, what I want to cut out, I want to cut out sugar and I want to cut out salt. Those two things I want to get rid of, and I want to eat more healthier. I want to eat healthier foods. That's what I'm going to do. So I had to add that in. Health is wealth, and I just want to focus on that, and I want to continue to grow my health a whole lot better. So over these next 90 days, that's what I'll be doing for my health. And we'll just wrap up with that. I'll share with you some of my big goals that I have. My number one big goal that I cherish more than anything else, other than being able to have my wife at home and focusing on her fashion blog and her fashion brand, which you should follow her. I have her information detailed below. But the number one thing that I focus on more than that I cherish and I can't wait for that day of, is retiring both of our parents so that they don't have to worry about anything financially. Now, my dad's retired, my mom's semi-retired, her mom is retired, but just because you're retired doesn't mean that you don't have a financial burden. And so we want to make sure that they're comfortable and they're able to do the things that they want to do. So that's like my number one big goal. So I want to make sure that they're retired financially by the end of 2018. I want to create passive income, assets that produce a passive income that surpasses our monthly expenses. Financial freedom. By the way, Jay-Z, he's got some pretty strong messages in that album, 444. If you ain't listened to it by now, you surely have missed out. I also want to have 7 years of income saved up. That's a whole nother level. I want to have 7 years of income saved up just in case. Whether I want to make a big investment, whether I need to have it for whatever reason, 7 years of income saved up. I want to buy a Tesla Model S P100D, be very specific, by the end of 2018. Man, that car is bad. Ooh, I'm in love with that car. And every Sunday, I'm gonna go visit one. I'm just gonna go look at it, just to visualize it. I'm gonna have that sucker. And then here's a big one. We went and visited another country for our anniversary, and man, that got me excited about traveling. I wanna visit 30 different countries by the age that I'm 40. Don't know what they are yet, but we're gonna find out which one they are. And this is where I'll leave it off. That's all that I have for you as far as my goals. Number one, if you haven't seen Eric Thomas live, look up Stay Ready, go see it. It's not expensive at all. It's worth the investment. I got a lot out of it, and I'm going to implement it starting today. Number two, if you don't have any goals written down, write them down. Comment some of your goals down below. I want us to stay accountable to each other. I want myself to be an example that you can put your goals out there and not be scared to fail. Because if I don't hit these goals, trust me, I'm just going to set them again until I do hit them. But I want your support. I would like your support, and I'll give you some support back, because that's all we got is each other. One love. And number three, make sure you subscribe, follow me, because it's going to be a very interesting journey. Like I said, I'm going to document over create, just like Gary Vee says, and we're going to take this thing to the top. We're going to have a lot of fun. You can get to know me. I'm going to get to know you. On a serious note, I want to thank you for watching this video. It wasn't easy for me to make this video. I try to have fun with it, but at the same time, I'm very serious, and I thank you for watching this, and I hope you continue to follow me And I hope that I can inspire you to write some of your goals down today and chase after those goals. Because trust me, anything that we can dream and put on paper, we can achieve. And it's just a matter of time if we're putting in the work. Because hard work beats talent every single day. So I'll be here continuously, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.